Carolyn, thank you. First tonight here at 6, a financial holdup. The pandemic put an overwhelming amount of stress on students and educators. On top of learning losses, districts also facing budget setbacks. An intended solution was the federal government committing billions of dollars of pandemic rescue funding for school districts. But our Where's the Money investigation finding most of that money remains unspent. Instead of rushing to spend this cash, our Nate Morabito discovered many school systems are taking their time.
Districts still have 2 years to spend this money before it expires. Leaders believe their slow and steady approach in the short term will benefit students long term. The public criticism, the risk of infection, the shrinking teacher pool.
You see what humans can endure.
April Kuhn fights back tears, thinking of everything educators have overcome. And yet, most of her peers never turned their backs.
They still showed up, and that's invaluable.
To repay that loyalty, Rowan-Salisbury Schools, like many other districts, used federal COVID money to reward employees with a bonus. And the interim superintendent says the school system is planning a second round.
Some people have been willing to stick with us because they know they're getting an additional bonus in the fall.
When it comes to spending its share of federal COVID dollars, Rowan-Salisbury has hardly scratched the surface. The district is left with about $55 million, more than 75% of its total allotment still unspent. And we discovered more than 200 other districts and charter schools throughout the Carolinas still have most of their money too.
We need the support and resources necessary to do what we already know works best for our kids.
Throughout the pandemic, money, or a lack thereof, has remained a sticking point for teachers.
You're looking at, am I going to have enough money to pay my bills?
Parents.
When we stress out our teachers, we see that reflected in our kids.
And elected leaders.
We need teacher assistants.
All the while, a WCNC Charlotte analysis of elementary and secondary school emergency relief, also known as ESSER funding, identified almost $6 billion still in the pipeline in these two states alone.
There's a lot more going on than maybe people realize.
Dr. Michael Marr is Deputy State Superintendent for Standards, Accountability, and Research for the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. He says districts have already spent money on tutoring, summer programs, school meals, and more, but is relieved most money remains on the table.
If we were having a conversation right now where districts have spent 60 or 70% of those recovery funds already, I actually would be more concerned.
Dr. Marr says the state only recently met with all school systems and charter schools to deliver learning loss data. Critical guidance, since at least 20% of this money must go toward learning recovery.
If we're ever going to bring kids back up to the level that they were at, we've got to disrupt that current trajectory, and you do that with good interventions.
Beyond interventions, districts have a wide range of ways they can spend the money, short of building a new school. The only real requirement? Justification that the projects are in response to COVID or to reduce or prevent its spread. Each district creates a spending plan with its proposed projects, and once the plan's approved by the state, the money's available.
Are you afraid that you won't be able to spend it all?
I am fortunate enough to work with a team of leaders who are smart, who are thoughtful, and who will find ways to use the funds to help our students. So no, I don't have a fear that we won't.
In Rowan County, the district is mindful this isn't recurring money. All the more reason to make smart, long-term decisions.
We definitely have a plan for our spending.
The district spent all of its first round of funding, and its plans for rounds 2 and 3 call for curriculum and instruction investments, air quality improvements, support staff at the school level and district office, cleaning and disinfecting, and that second round of retention bonuses.
When times are tough, people remember how you treated them.
Money she knows will reward and retain teachers and benefit students. While every school district and charter school received a different amount of money, the idea is it's equitable, all based on student enrollment. Nate Morabito, WCNC Charlotte.
And now you can head over to our website or mobile app for more information about these federal funds. We have a complete breakdown of how each district has spent its COVID grant money with spending by the year. Just look for Nate's story on the homepage.